What's up, everybody? We are with Pokemon Sword and Shield. I have beaten the game. Obviously, in the last stream, I beat the game. So I am going to go ahead and I already tweeted out. We are going to be shiny hunting NICKIT today. I don't know how this is going to go. I have not shiny hunted really well in these games yet, and we're still learning how the method works. We are going to be shiny hunting today. And I chose NICKIT because it's a shiny that I don't see a lot of people going for. And I think it'll be pretty cool. My team is not technically spoiler-free. So if that makes you upset, I am sorry. But, okay, there's a lot of Wooloo. I need NICKIT. Oh, there's a NICKIT. Did not mean to go into that Squovet. But, we're going to be shiny hunting today. I've done the post game. I do not have the shiny charm yet. I have about 230, I think, around there. I think we have about 230 in my decks. But we are going to be and I have my animations off, so it won't take that long to shiny hunt. Let's go with the Sacred Sword. Okay, quick attack still. Even though I'm a Zacian, it should not be able to go before me. And now we basically just have to keep battling these things until we find a shiny NICKIT. And maybe we will tonight, maybe we won't. And by the way, my team is not spoiler-free. I thought it was just going to be a little bit not spoiler-free, but I do have the pseudo-legendary in my party. So I will try not to use him, but if I have to, I will. Where's NICKIT at? Only trying to get NICKITs here. And our odds are like 1 in 1,300 right now, which still isn't bad. It's like running around with shiny charm. This is like my 6th NICKIT battle, but after you battle like 1, your odds increase. So I'm shiny hunting NICKIT. So I'm hoping to have some fun. People may join the call. I do not have a clue, but I will let you guys know if someone may. I know some of my friends are streaming tonight. And I'm going to try to avoid other Pokemon because we don't know what breaks the chain yet. If anything even breaks the chain. So I'm going to try to stay on the route. But just looking primarily for NICKIT. And try to avoid the grass patches because I don't know what breaks the chain. Again, like if anything breaks the chain. There's probably a lot more NICKIT over by Magnolia's house. I dodged that Rookity like a champ. Yeah, I'm gonna go look for NICKIT somewhere else on Route 2. Now that might have broken my chain, I don't know. Now that's an aura around that Rookity, and I don't know if that affects the chain or not, or if it makes it more likely to be shiny. I don't know. So I'm just going to avoid it for now. If we get more information later, cool. But I'm going to try. Oh, and I better put a smoke ball. I don't think there's going to be anything with Arena Trap, but when I was shiny hunting Farfetch'd, about halfway through the game, I would say is when I started shiny hunting for Farfetch'd. I ran into a Wobbuffet and it had Arena Trap, so I had to kill it, so it broke my chain. But I'm going to try to get the charm. Oh, I did not mean to false swipe, darn it. But anyway, what was I going to say? Oh, I'm also playing for the game again, but I'm playing it in French to try to get some French dittos for the Masuda method, and for me and a couple of my friends, and some other PokeTubers. I'm not going to be giving them away to anybody besides like people I have already talked to about it. Which reminds me, I probably need to update my list because I need to put him on the list. There we go. Let's see. NICKITs, NICKITs, NICKITs. I need some NICKITs. Galarian Zigzagoon has an incredible shiny. There's a NICKIT. This is what I was talking about. I don't know if this has an increased spawn for NICKIT or not. I was thinking about maybe just updating or creating a new shiny hunting layout. But I mean, like this layout, I think it looks great for Sword and Shield. The game is pretty big. There's not very many. Like, I don't really do recent subs and recent subs and subscribers are the same thing, and recent donations because I don't really do donations. That's a NICKIT, right? I don't really do that. I've done it before, but I don't really do that now. Just because you have to have a whole nother program open, and I just haven't downloaded it. But there's a decent sized alert box, and then we have the logo, which probably could have been smaller, and the alert box could have been bigger. But this is what I did for Sword and Shield. And so I literally just switched the logo out because I had the Sword Let's Play logo on there for in case I wanted a shiny hunt during the Let's Play. And I don't know if I'm going to stream me doing the French Ditto playthrough yet. I've gotten into the wild area, and that's as far as I got in the game. I chose Score Bunny as my starter in that. And I've just done some raids trying to get some EXP candies to get my starter up, because there's a place where you can do Ditto raids. Let's get this NICKIT right here. But basically, the shiny hunting in this game works as you have to battle a Pokemon. What's up, Gamerkill? Welcome to the stream. Darn it, I shouldn't have run into the rookie. I don't think that affects the chain. I do not know. So I'm just going to run and kill some NICKIT. NICKIT. There's another Rookity. How shiny hunting works in this game is it's based off of two factors: how many times you've battled a specific Pokemon, and how many times I kill this NICKIT. Gamer, I do not understand what you were saying. If you know what that means in English, I can probably answer you trying to say, but I do not know. I do not understand. It's just a grass spot. Let's slow that. There's a Yamper. Really only looking for NICKIT. Nope, no NICKIT over here. None down here. There we go, there's a NICKIT. This Pokemon does have a really great shiny. I'll say that much. I wanted to do an early game Pokemon just so. And some of the Pokemon I was seeing that really nobody has been hunting. There's Blipbug, and I didn't know what Blipbug shiny looked like, so I decided, you know what, I'm just going to go for Pokemon that's, I know it's shiny, I know it's good, and I didn't want to do Rookity, or I didn't want to do Wooloo, because those two are really, like, I would say more popular early game shiny hunts. So I decided I wanted to go with NICKIT, and Galarian Zigzagoon was a pretty popular one. I could have done Chuden, or what's Dreadnaught's first one called? Chudel. It's not Chuden, Chudel. I was gonna do Chudel, but I was like, I'll just wait for. And I could Masuda method for Chudel because I have a foreign Chudel and a American Chudel. So I could have done a shiny Chudel hunt, but I didn't want to. I'll be completely honest, I did not want to. Masuda, my first Masuda hunt, I really want to be one of the starters. And I'm probably going to be shiny hunting Sobble later this weekend, because I'm going to try to get my French Dittos by then. But I don't know when I'll be able to get them. But NICKIT's a good shiny, so I'm happy with NICKIT. If you guys do want to share the stream, you always can. Just press the share button at the bottom by the like and dislike button. Subscribe if you're new. And if you want to share this video with a friend, go ahead. It's a live stream, and if I get the shiny NICKIT, there will be a shiny reaction to the NICKIT later. Not tonight. If I get it tonight, which I don't think I will get it tonight, but it will be up probably within the next few days. If I do get it tonight, but I don't think I will. But you gotta have faith when shiny hunting, because it could pop out at any moment, and I would never know. And I would go into the Pokedex, but I do not know what it'll show. I guess I could just look, because it'll just show a couple recommendations, and I don't think my recommendations for what to shiny hunt or what to add to my decks are working right now anyway. They've been the same for a couple days, and I don't know if that's just I did something wrong, or I did manipulate the time in the wild area, so I don't know if that changes anything. There's a way to manipulate the weather in the wild area. Just change the date on your clock, and it will change the weather depending on the day. And there's a more efficient way you could. There's a couple dates you can set it to where it'll make the same weather all over the wild area, and I kind of want to do that. I mean, I'm going to be doing that. There's one sword version exclusive that I need to get for a friend. So I can get the shield exclusive, so I can get the shiny charm. And then after I get those exclusives, all I have to do is basically evolve a lot and get a couple Pokemon left. I will try not to use my starter evolution. I do know that that is something that is more sacred. People don't really want that to be shown. I will try to refrain from using my... That Chudel might be shiny. I don't think the aura changes anything. I just think it's there. So I'm just going to avoid it. But I'm going to be going for about another hour and 5 minutes. I've been streaming for about 14 minutes. I'm going to be going until about 9 p.m. EST. Maybe 9:15, depending on what's going on. I'd say an hour, like about an hour and 30, an hour and a half stream is pretty good. My eyes, or an hour and 20 minutes. whatever the time ends up being. That's a pretty long stream. It's pretty good. And then I might be back tomorrow shiny hunting NICKIT. I don't know, depending on what time I get home and if I have homework. But I might be shiny hunting NICKIT tomorrow too. Or I might try to beat my Pokemon Sword in French on Friday night. I don't know what will be going on that night. I would like to look at what my rates are after I get 25 encounters. Let me pull up Cerebi.net because they always have the best of information. Cerebi.net, let's go to Sword and Shield. Shiny hunting, Pokemon mechanics. Let's go ahead and use Crunch. My rates, right now, 20 battled. I have at least 20 battled. 1 in 248. 14% for another reroll. My odds are about 1 in 248 as of right now, which is not bad. 248. If I had the shiny charm, it'd be about 1 in 124, which doesn't make sense. It should be number of Pokemon battled. .500 battled. 1 in 455. That one. I do need to go ahead and get my shiny charm soon. It'll help out a lot. Okay, there are a couple NICKIT here, so let me go ahead and grab those two. I'm going to go ahead and move the count down a little bit so you can see more NICKIT. Once I get the charm, we'll be pretty good. I'm going to try to be shiny hunting almost every night. I don't know. Saturday I'll try to shiny hunt depending. I might try to get my charm for Saturday. And also I might be Masuda methoding Sobble, or if I get a Masuda method Sobble, then I can go ahead and do the other starters. And this is our 25th NICKIT. So then now we have about a 20... What's my favorite legendary? I really like Lugia. Okay, now we have a 25% or 32% chance of another reroll for another shiny. Let's see, my favorite legendary, I really like Lugia. Zacian is really growing on me. He's definitely in my top 5. I like Lugia, Rayquaza, and Giratina. Those are some pretty cool Pokemon. Let's check out my Pokedex. Let's see how many I have battled. So I have about 226. What's up, Chicken Rogue? I have 226 registered. I've seen 310. Let's take a look at my NICKIT. I battled about 30, almost 30. And my odds will jump when I've hit 50 NICKITs encountered. But my favorite legendary is probably Lugia. I also really like Solgaleo. The newer legendaries actually really have been growing on me. My son's Sleeplock, Solgaleo really grew on me, seeing as I hatched it from an egg. You can check out that stream also if you would like. But yeah, I really like Zacian. He's definitely one of my favorite legendaries now. Did that encounter go up? That should have gone up. There we go, 27. I believe that's right. You should stream if you would like, and if you want to hop in a call, chicken, you always can. Just let me know. Ooh, Karai's going for Galarian Mr. Mime. That's cool. If he's still going by the time we end, I will definitely be rating Karai. He's a really cool person and awesome streamer. He's shiny hunting Galarian Mr. Mime. He was shiny hunting. Ooh, I forgot what he was shiny hunting. Okay, you'll call. I'll send you a call right now. I'll just do it in our group chat. Let me turn down. Desktop audio needs to be up a little bit. I'm going to turn down my game. I'm going to go ahead and minimize this. Let's kill this NICKIT. Let's go ahead and look for some more NICKIT. We only have about 6 crunches left on my Zacian. Then we're going to swap him out for probably my Surfetched. That has some pretty diverse moves to use against NICKIT. I will check how much PP they have. But I think also Pyra, my Centiskorch, should probably have some pretty good moves to handle this. I don't think she has any setup moves. And again, also, shiny Pokemon do not appear in the overworld. You have to encounter them to see if they're shiny. And those sparkles that are over there is a hidden item that I just haven't picked up yet. And also the yellow aura that is glowing around some of the Pokemon is just an aura that gives them better stats. They may have egg moves. And there's a NICKIT right there. Let me see if anybody... You there? Go ahead and use Crunch. What's up, dude? Can you hear me all right? Awesome. So I'm going for that shiny NICKIT.
Probably not gonna stream for very long.
Okay. I'm only going till about 9 p.m. EST, which is like 6 p.m. for you. It's 5:04 there, right?
I'm probably gonna stop around there. Yeah.
Okay. How was your day?
Good. How was yours?
It was pretty good. It was a drag going back to school. It felt like such a long weekend with Sword and Shield release.
Yeah.
It felt weird not being in my chair and at my Switch at school.
I know, right?
But I did bring my Switch to school today, and I started working on my French copy. And there is a place that's pretty much guaranteed Ditto raids, but it's not letting me throw the Wishing Stone in to activate the raid. So I don't know if I just don't have the right Wishing Stone, because the one that you get after you get your Dynamax band in the beginning of the game, I thought you could use that as a Wishing Stone, and you can, but I think I just have to progress a little bit farther in the game. I don't know. I just got into the wild area, and I've done a couple raids to try to get my Score Bunny, which is now a Raboot, up some levels. And it switched the nickname. So I made the nickname Flambino on it, because that's Score Bunny in French. And it's really cool. I like that. But it changed it to, because I manually nicknamed it Flambino, and it went to Raboot's name, which I don't remember what it is in French, but I'm gonna switch it if I get to Cinderace on it. But I'm transferring that over with everything just because I don't know. It'll be nice to have a French.
I don't know why this is giving me so much trouble to change my thumbnail.
So have you beaten the game yet?
No, I'm on the 6th gym.
That's cool. I want to use my pseudo legendary, but I don't want to spoil people. But I really like it.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I'm worried about the well, I'm not worried about it. I just kind of don't know how I'm gonna get all the fossil Pokemon in my decks.
Oh, they're not hard.
Try and get all my friends and see if we can all get different combinations.
Don't worry about it. There's somewhere in the wild area right by the breeder that they can dig up fossils for watts. You don't even have to worry about it. I mean, you have to pay watts, and it takes a second. It takes about, I would say, 23-ish to 24 seconds to see what all you get, but you can get fossils from it. There's fossils that spawn in the Dusty Bowl in the wild area, and there's some that spawn by the person that you get the fossil from. So it's definitely possible to get them all in your game. I have 2 of the combinations so far. I'm gonna check out this Choodle with the aura.
Wow.
Choodle and Dreadnought actually have really cool shinies. They look like Bowser.
Yeah. Okay, I'm having a lot of trouble trying to change my thumbnail, so I'm gonna just try a different method.
I'm gonna turn up my Elgato just a little bit because it's probably too quiet for everybody to hear. Can you speak real quick so I can hear if you're too loud or too little?
Oh, like.
Okay, it's good. I just wanted to see what the levels were between you and my Elgato, because I just turned it up a little bit, but you're good. I almost have 40 NICKIT encounters, which is nice.
I'm just gonna deal with the thumbnail. It looks pretty, messed up, but I don't care because I'm not gonna be streaming too long, so.
And you can always, if you really want to, after the stream, change it.
Yeah.
Because, after, if you want to make a set thumbnail for, Pokemon Sword and just put, episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, however many you did on the thumbnail.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about switching up my... I know you have a gaming laptop, but do you use an external keyboard or do you use the one that's on your laptop?
I use an external.
Ten more NICKITs and my odds increased by just a little bit.
I finally got off the game. It took me a while to realize that the time only affects the wild area.
What do you mean the time only affects the wild area?
If it's night in real life, it will only be night in the wild area. It won't be night in any other place in the game.
Really? It's night right now for me and I'm in Route 2.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's what a lot of YouTube videos said, because I was trying to figure out why my obstacle wasn't evolving and why it was sunny outside when it was 12 in the morning.
Your game's set to
It's different.
Is your game set to your time zone?
It might be different. Yeah, it's set to
Time zones are weird.
Yeah.
For when me and Eva did Cagelocke, it wasn't that hard because we were both in EST. But recording with Jaz is a little bit hard. We haven't recorded. We only recorded 1 episode, but I had to. It was during the summer, and I was used to waking up at noon, and I had to wake up at 9 or 8 one morning to record with him, and that was hard, especially because I was tired and trying to make commentary and record a video while. Excuse me. When I'm tired, is really hard.
Hi guys, so my Lanoon evolved off camera, so I actually clipped it, so if you guys want to see it. I don't like evolving my Pokemon off camera because it just seems weird, just coming into the stream with an entirely new Pokemon.
Yeah, that's weird. I think I caught a Tox. No, I didn't catch a Toxel off screen. I was, but I think I ended up just catching it on screen. Or maybe I caught it off screen. I don't know what I did. But I got a Toxel. You've seen most of the Pokemon in the game by now, I think. You're right. 6th gym. Let's see, let's see, 5th is Fairy, so 6th. That was, don't tell me. Let's see, Grass, Water, Fire. Fighting for us. What's going on?
Wait. So do you want to know which one?
Yeah, just tell me.
It's the Rock, I think.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
What's up, Aiden? Imagine not having the game completed. Bro, you skipped Pokemon, okay, Aiden?
What was his team?
Flexing how you beat the game in like 2 days. I don't know. He has like a I know he has a Scorbunny and okay, he has 80 dex.
Well, that's not terrible.
He had a Scorbunny, I know that, and he had Dreadnought, and that's all I can think of. It's not bad, but
Mine was about 50 when I beat the game.
he's at 120.
I have about
Taking it a little slower.
I have about 229, I think.
169.
I'm gonna try to do more after I stream NICKIT tonight. I had some homework, or not homework. I have to study for a test tomorrow in world history.
15 minutes, I guess. Yeah, I was just wrapping up homework in that.
I wanted to do it before I did homework, just because I like to do homework right before I go to bed because the information retains in my brain. I feel like that's me personally. I don't have any clue what anybody else is like,
Yeah.
but it's just I feel like it's ingrained in my brain a little bit more when I do it right before I go to bed.
I just get it over with.
Yeah, that's understandable.
I just get it over with right at the beginning.
Like I did all my other homework before I before I got out of school today. But I like to save studying. I have no clue if this is 48 or I think this is 47 or 48. Let me check because I know I had 4 NICKITs battled before I. So that should tell me. Pokedex. NICKIT battled. 51 plus 4 would be.
I need to get the Barbarical. It's a route that I'm on right now, but I just can't find it. I wonder if it's just randomly coming.
Well, I have you want to know what my odds are right now to find a shiny NICKIT? My odds are about 1 in 1365 with a 32%
Good.
with a 32% chance at a reroll. So I mean, it's definitely not terrible.
Yeah, that's not. It's pretty good. That's like odds for just normal encounters with the shiny.
Yeah.
Charm in any other game.
Mm-hmm. But so that could take for a while.
As you keep going, the chain's gonna increase.
Yeah. I want to try to battle. I don't want to battle a bunch of NICKITs off screen because I don't want to get a shiny NICKIT off screen. But my odds, if I had the shiny charm right now, I think it was like 1 in 819. So the odds aren't even bad. Like, you just gotta get a 20. Once you battle 500 NICKIT or whatever you're shiny hunting, and you have the shiny, all you have to do is get 205, or not 205, 25 chain, and like literally just encounter every NICKIT and kill it, and you're literally golden. Your odds are like 1 in 455, which are some of the lowest that the game's ever seen.
They keep making it easier, which is nice.
It's not as easy as Let's Go. It's about Let's Go gets down to 1 in 378, I think.
No.
378, which I'm happy that it's not 1 in 378. I want a little bit of a challenge.
Yeah, that's kind of the point of finding the shiny, because it's hard to get, and that's why it makes it so exciting. I can't wait until I get the shiny charm. I'm about to catch a Barbarical, and that's what I needed to complete my Pokedex recommendations for this part, so... Have you been using your Pokedex recommendations?
Yeah, but
your
it's broken. I don't know what's going on. It's not recommending me anything new. I caught all 3 things. It was with Chop, Marini, and Cherubi, and I caught all 3. And what I'm thinking is, or maybe I had to catch Marini in specific weather. It's weird. Let me look at it. Pokedex recommendations right now. It says I
just got a whole bunch of stuff. I got 4.
I'll look it up on the internet, see if like there's anything that will tell me how to fix my situation.
That's a Mantine. I was looking for a Remoraid and I found a Mantine who was giving me trouble catching earlier today, off camera.
What is your favorite new Pokemon so far?
Yamper, 1,000,000%.
Yamper or Bolthound?
Yamper. I think Yamper's better, because I don't know what dog it is. It's probably like a Bloodhound or something. I have no clue what kind of dog it is, but
Bolthound?
It's so cute, and I like corgis, so...
Bolthound, I think, is based off of a Greyhound. Like a mix of a Corgi and a Greyhound.
I hate the Pokemon that are just jumping out of the water because I can't chase them fast enough.
Oh, you beat that? Okay. Do you want to get the pseudo? Do you want to get the pseudo legendary? I don't know if you wait. You can't get it yet. I'm gonna say, do you want to get the pseudo legendary in the game? You can encounter it, but you can't. You can encounter. You can encounter it as early as after you beat the rock gym.
When can you get it?
I caught it after the game. I don't know if you can get it before. But it is.
I feel like I know what it is, but I don't want to spoil it, so...
Well, then don't look at my stream. Don't look at my streams in about 5 to 10 minutes when I run out of moves and I switch to my pseudo.
I don't care about... I think I know what it is. I just don't want to spoil it for other people.
Oh.
If they don't want to get it spoiled. Hey,
I did not mean to use coil.
Anyway, it's Dreepy, right?
Yep. And its final form, Dragapult. One of the coolest pseudo legendary designs ever. Wake.
On Route 8.
Oh, really? That's weird.
Well, they used Dreepy, they didn't use Dragapult.
I'm trying to remember what its second form is. It's, let me look at my Pokedex.
So much things chasing after me.
If you guys are looking at my stream, it is
I'm only in search of Chester Bay.
It's about to get kind of spoilery. I'm about to look through the Pokedex to see what the second form of Dreepies is.
I'm so lost to where I am right now. I'm trying to find my way to whatever the next place is.
Okay.
Using Discord, yeah.
So it's Dreepy, Dracloak, and Dragapult. Oh, I have to get back down to NICKIT. There we go. I'm back to NICKIT on the Pokedex just so I can easily see how many I've battled. Because that number has to be like 500.
That's the weirdest cry.
What do you think about the shiny hunting in this game? Do you think it's weird?
I enjoy it.
I think the constant battling is pretty cool.
I really like the Dexnav method.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I'm really gonna. I don't think I'm gonna mind this method at all. It's Dexnav without the sneaking and without the Dexnav.
Which is probably really nice. And the odds are... Dexnav, we never actually knew the odds of. It was always, like, guessed. But I think it was... I'm halfway sure it was, like, 512.
We never really knew the SOS one either, but we kind of produced 512, right?
It changed. Like, it used to be you had to get to a 70 chain. Remember, like, Sun and Moon, everybody's like, oh yeah, get to a 70 chain. Well, we data mined the game and found out that you only had to get to like about a 40 chain. And then again at like a... I don't remember, like a 70 chain.
You'd have to still keep doing it anyway.
Yeah. It is like your odds maxed out at 40.
The...
Clobbopus? What modded?
Yeah, the pre-evolution of the dude.
Clobbopus is really cool. I don't know where Ebot's at in the game. I hope he encounters it soon, because that's the Pokemon I was thinking that he's going to really like. I don't know why. I just feel like it's going to be...
on Route 9. That's where I've seen it for the first time.
Yeah, that's what I told him. I said, the Pokemon you're going to like, I think, is going to be on Route 9. And he goes, okay. If Absol was in the game, I wasn't going to tell him. And I was going to, like, say, oh yeah, you'll really like a Pokemon on, like, say, like, Absol was in the game. You'll like a Pokemon on Route 10. Because, Route 10 is, like, an area I think I would see Absol if it was in the game. And I'd be like, oh, I thought you said Absol wasn't in the game. Oh yeah, I lied.
Is it in the game?
No, it's not.
That's what I thought.
From what I've seen, like I've seen the least Dex. I have a picture of the leaked Dex. I mean, maybe it doesn't have the new Pokemon that got added.
I'm gonna start skipping out the skipping the trainers because I'm way over leveled.
Oh no, this is a list of Pokemon that met. Gen 3, let's start. Where does Gen 3 start?
Inkay, that's my first Inkay.
Zigzagoon. Oh wow. Yeah, I don't see Absol anywhere.
I don't think Absol.
No, I didn't. You see someone hacked in it's not in the game, but they made their own model and like they hacked the game and put Omastar in the game. But they've reused an old model and made it look a little bit nicer. I mean, I don't think I would want Pokemon to do that. I think I would want to do what they did with this game and remake all the animations if they were going to put it in the game. And they said they weren't ever going to add more Pokemon with a patch. So what I'm thinking, if they like, okay, we're going to add a couple more Pokemon. I think they would do it with a raid, exclusive raids. maybe like doing an event like raid day. All raids for that day are Gen 1 Pokemon that haven't made the cut. So Pokemon like the Alakazam line Alakazam could get a raid battle. Which I'm really surprised Alakazam didn't make the cut. He makes the cut for most games. I see Alakazam and Gengar as kind of like not partner, counterpart mons. You know what I mean?
I don't have the battle Marnie, I'm not even healed. I think it might cut out a little bit, kind of, like at the end.
I'm surprised that Alakazam didn't make the cut. I see Gengar and Alakazam as kind of like counterpart Pokemon.
I kind of see that.
And like,
if you add him in the future, I'd assume he's gonna get a Gigantamax form.
yeah, I think that they're gonna keep doing. What I think they should do is keep wild areas in the rest of the games. Put a wild area or an open world part. And what people are saying is they think that they should take the baby park from Sinnoh and make that into expand it and make it into a wild area. Or I'm thinking the baby park.
I don't think I've seen that ever.
It's part of
I
Sinnoh.
haven't gone very far in any Gen 4 game I've played.
Imagine if I get a shiny NICKIT before like half the people get their shinies, like not like encounter wise. Like A-Drive finally got shiny Rookidee today.
I saw that.
It was like 27,000 or 100 encounters. Like that's a lot of encounters. Let's see, when do my odds increase next?
I mean, Torchic's a good chicken Pokemon, but at the same time, my favorite Pokemon is Torchic, and they're the same starters from the League game, so that wouldn't make too much sense.
Imagine if they just made a regional bird that was a chicken. Ground and flying. I don't know why ground. But I mean, ground would be a pretty lit typing to be a regional bird. Ground and flying would be pretty cool. I don't know why. It just sounds like it would be a pretty cool combination. Earthquake and Brave Bird. It's a physical attacker.
Like Potown 2.0.
Yeah. But I think it's better than Potown. And you'll find out why. There's a spoiler coming up soon that you'll find out. I don't even know if you'll catch on. If you read the dialogue, you will.
Alright, I'm gonna start reading the dialogue then. It's all Team Yell though. It's like Potown because it's all Team Yell still. And I feel like Team Yell's also the pushover team. Like it's not the real bad guy team. Like Team Skull and Maker Foundation.
But Team Skull, like, they did bad stuff. Like, they were thieves, and they stole Pokemon and stuff.
But they were also pretty funny.
They were funny, but they were still bad people. They may not have been, like, pure evil, but they still did bad stuff.
I feel like Pokemon Game Freak just tried to make Team Yell the same thing, because didn't Team Yell help an old lady cross the road earlier?
I don't know. But, like, throughout the game, I never thought Team Yell was the bad guy. Like, really, like, they're not an evil team. They're just an organization, in my eyes. I don't see Team Yell as a bad guy.
Why is there Mr. Mind? And before Mr. Mind himself is the gym leader. It's not even the Galarian Mr. Mind, it's the normal Cantonian Mr. Mind.
That never made sense to me. I think it was just like Mr. Mime. Yeah, kind of. Did you watch Detective Pikachu?
Yeah.
That was like one of my favorite movies ever. It was so funny.
Yeah, I liked it.
But what I was gonna say is that kind
I
of.
played the game though.
I haven't either. I would definitely look. I would want to look into playing it.
Yeah. Aren't they making a Switch version too?
Yeah, they are.
A part 2?
I forgot about that.
I guess in the game they never resolved where the dad was. Excuse me, Mr. You let them through, but me? That's... Oh, they're looking through the window. And they just jumped out the window.
Okay, Toothless isn't that great of a Pokemon to use against while shiny hunting because Phantom Force is a 2-turn move. That's what I named my Dragapult. I named it Toothless.
Oh, that's a good name. I kind of just want to speed through this game because I really, now that I feel like some of my friends are finishing up the game, I really want to start with a shiny challenge so we can kind of all get it together.
Mm-hmm.
Like us in the group Discord, and then my actual friends in real life.
Mm-hmm. I don't really know anybody in real life who has a Switch. I mean, I know a couple people and they're like younger, but they don't play Pokemon. And like, there's one person I know that plays like, and he knows like competitive stuff, but he has a 3DS and he doesn't have a Switch. So really, my only friends who play Pokemon are you guys, which is all right. I'm happy that I found you guys because I know life would have been a lot more boring playing Sword and Shield without you guys.
Yeah, I completely agree.
Now, if there's one thing I wish I would have done during my playthrough, and that would be, and it wasn't like, I wish I would have been in a, like by myself when I did like part of the game. Like there's this one part of the game that during the climax of the game, I wish I would have done by myself so I could have reacted to it more because Ebot was in the call and I didn't want to spoil anything. I mean, everybody was in the call and I didn't want to spoil anything.
Oh, yeah.
There was one part of the game I just wanted to be. I was like, oh, I almost was like, okay, I'll be right back while I do this part, but I didn't. I mean, I was like reacting to it, but like wasn't going into specifics. Like, oh, I love this part of the game. It's like one of the best parts of the game. There we go. We're at 80 encounters for NICKIT. That was pretty quick.
That must be so hard. A lot quicker than Yamper.
I forgot. You probably would have beaten the game if you would by now.
Double back. Interesting.
I want to see what encounter did Copa get. Galler Meowth. King Copa.